Hey everyone, welcome to Big East Central. My name is Jessica Bailey, Director of Big East Central, and I'm going to guide you through some important information about the financial side of being a college student. We're your go-to spot for student services like financial aid, billing, and class registration. We work closely with the offices of financial assistance, student accounting, and the registrar to make sure you have all the info you need to succeed here at EKU. You can find us on the second floor of the Whitlock Building in room 210. You can also email us at bigeecentral@eku.edu or call us at 859-622-2361. First, let's talk about financial aid and what that term actually means. Financial aid is money that helps you pay for school that you or your family isn't paying. It can come from scholarships, grants, student loans, waivers, or work-study jobs. Most of this aid is connected to the FAFSA, which stands for the Free Application for Federal Student Aid. The FAFSA is the application you complete every year to figure out how much financial aid you can get to pay for your education. The FAFSA looks at your family's financial information from 2 years ago. So, for aid during the 25-26 school year, it uses 2023 tax info. It asks for personal info, financial details, and information about your FAFSA contributor, which is usually a parent or guardian. You and your contributor will need to create an FSA ID to complete and sign the FAFSA. And hang on to that ID. You'll need it every year you apply. The best source for help when you run into issues with the FAFSA is checking your EKU email, contacting Big East Central, and using the helpline at studentaid.gov. After you submit the FAFSA and EKU receives it, we can begin determining what aid you qualify for. Some FAFSA applications are randomly chosen for verification, which means we might need some extra documents from you. If that happens, we'll let you know through your EKU email, so keep an eye on it. Some students indicate that they have special family circumstances on their FAFSA, and it's up to EKU to get documentation of those circumstances. This could be in the form of court paperwork, letters, or other documents. As a reminder, you'll always get requests for information through your EKU email, so respond quickly when asked for documentation. If you don't complete the requests we send, your financial aid will not pay to your account. And while this may seem complicated, most students do not experience any additional requirements after properly submitting the FAFSA. So once it's received by EKU, loans, grants, and other forms of financial aid can be processed and offered. Then you'll be able to view and accept it on your MyEKU financial aid dashboard. Now let's talk about loans. There are two types of federal student loans, subsidized and unsubsidized. Subsidized loans are based on financial need, and the government covers the interest while you're in school. Unsubsidized loans are available to everyone, but interest starts adding up right away. Once you graduate or stop going to school, both types of loans will start requiring payments. You can also look into private loans, which come from banks or other lenders. These loans usually have different rules, interest rates, and repayment plans, so read the fine print before you sign anything. The last type of loan is called a Parent Plus loan, which is in the parent's name and not the student's. Parents can look into these at studentaid.gov. Before any federal loan money can actually go on your student account, you'll need to complete a Master Promissory Note, or MPN, and entrance counseling on studentaid.gov. The MPN is your promise to repay your loans, and entrance counseling teaches you about borrowing money and paying it back. Some students who complete the FAFSA will qualify for grants, which is money you don't have to pay back unless you withdraw from classes or fail to meet certain conditions. The most common ones are Federal Pell Grant, based on your FAFSA and the number of credits you're taking, the Kentucky Cap Grant, available to Kentucky residents based on financial need, and the SEOG grant for students with the most financial need, but funds are limited, so apply for the FAFSA early. Another big source of free money is scholarships. Many of you are familiar with or may have received a merit scholarship. The amount of a merit scholarship is based on high school or college transfer performance, and it's important to review the renewal requirements each semester. Once the merit has been removed from an account for not meeting renewal criteria, it's gone forever. Another scholarship EKU students are very familiar with is KEYS, or the Kentucky Educational Excellence Scholarship. Kentucky residents earn KEYS money for good grades in high school. Just like merit, KEYS has important renewal criteria, so keep your GPA up to keep these scholarships. Next, let's go over EKU's other scholarships. Each year, you should apply for departmental and foundation scholarships through the Foundation Scholarship application. There's one application that matches you with all the scholarships you could qualify for, so it's worth filling out every fall or early spring for opportunities to get additional money. Organizations such as high schools and civic clubs are also sources of scholarships for many students. If you get a scholarship from a third party, make sure you understand the requirements to keep it and how it will pay to your EKU account. Now let's take a look at your financial aid dashboard. Log into your MyEKU account and look for the Billing and Financial Aid card. Next, click on your financial aid dashboard. Here, you'll be able to see all of the aid that is offered to you through the FAFSA or through the Kentucky State. You'll see scholarships, grants, loans, work-study, and even tuition waivers. All of your financial aid offers are here, and you can accept or decline them. You can also adjust the amount of loans that are offered to you if you don't need the full amount. Once you have accepted the financial aid you'd like to keep, you can check your bill in MyEKU. You might see one of these scenarios. One, you have more financial aid than you need to pay your bill, so you can expect a refund for that extra money. Or two, you don't have enough financial aid to cover all of your charges, meaning you still have money that you need to pay to EKU for your remaining balance. To avoid late fees and a registration hold, you can make a single payment to cover this balance, or you can spread your payments out over several months with an EKU payment plan. You can sign up for an EKU payment plan in the Billing and Financial Aid card on MyEKU. Just remember, the only person who will ever receive a bill from EKU is you. Bills or financial statements can never be sent to parents, guardians, or family members. I encourage all of you to make sure you finished the next 5 steps for starting off strong with financial aid and billing. Number 1, if you plan to use federal loans now or in the future, make sure that you log into studentaid.gov and complete your MPN and entrance counseling. 2, access your financial aid dashboard to manage your financial aid offers. 3, sign a Title IV authorization in your MyEKU account. This will allow any excess financial aid to pay toward your parking pass or other institutional charges. 4, sign a trusted family member or friend up as a proxy. Proxies can ask questions about your account and view their own dashboard about your educational information. Remember, you own your educational information and must grant access to other people. Number 5, remember to set your bank account up for quick refunds. And lastly, pay your remaining balance after financial aid or enroll in a payment plan to avoid late fees and registration holds. Once you've gotten off to a great start, Big East Central wants you to know you have to continue with care. So keep an eye on add and drop dates for each semester by reviewing the Kernel's Compass. Withdrawing from a course after add drop could leave you on the hook for a portion of or all of the cost of a course and cause financial aid problems for years to come. You should check with your advisor and Big East Central before you withdraw from a course. Next, keep in mind that withdrawing and failing courses can cause long-term financial aid problems. All financial aid recipients must maintain satisfactory academic progress, or SAP. To maintain good SAP, you have to keep your GPA above a 2.0. That means your cumulative EKU GPA. Next, you have to earn a passing grade in at least 2/3 of the courses you attempt. If you withdraw, fail, or receive an incomplete, you have not earned credit for a course, which will reduce your overall pace of completion. And once it falls below 67%, you are no longer meeting your SAP requirements. Lastly, students must complete their degree in the maximum time frame allowed. The reason for all of these things is that the federal government is really happy to provide students with financial aid as long as they are keeping their end of the bargain. They don't want to provide funding for students who can't meet minimum standards. So keep an eye on your SAP progress in your financial aid dashboard on MyEKU. Remember, Big East Central is here to help you with all of this. If you have questions about your financial aid, your bill, your statement, your registration, your transcripts, or other questions, don't hesitate to reach out. Big East Central is here to help.